In trading, you can be right and still lose money. As a matter of fact, if you're not careful, you're going to lose more money when you're right than when you're wrong. How is that possible? Because when you're right about the buyers, let's say you're following the trend or you're right about the trend, you're bullish on a particular asset, a pair you're bullish you want to buy, right? And then you have a mental target that price is going to get to this particular price, before it dumps. You're very sure of the buy. Now you enter the buy position and you're in good profit. The chances of you holding that position from good profits back to stop loss is high because you're holding with so much conviction. You're trading and holding that profit to the target you have in your mind. Right. And now when things like this happen, your chances of adding more positions in losses when price comes back to your entry is high. Your chances of removing stop loss is also high, simply because you're convinced about the particular trade. And then you feel like, oh, it's going to get to this particular target, and you're holding with so much conviction. You can end up blowing your account or losing more money than you plan to lose, and more money that you could have actually lost, assuming you were not holding such a strong conviction, right? This kind of things happen when you decide to ignore what's happening on the chart. You ignore psychology of price, or probably you don't even know what psychology of price is. You ignore all of that, you ignore the current price action, and you trade what you think, not what you see. But once you understand psychology of price, that problem gets solved because you're no longer just thinking of what you see, what you feel, or what you think. You're simply trading what price is telling you. You're focusing on the chart, you're focusing on price action, you're focusing on what buyers and sellers are doing, and you're trading candlesticks, you're trading the psychology of price, right? So if you master the psychology of price, that's one of the things you will be able to avoid. So I'm going to give you an example with trade breakdown of USOIL, which I shared on my Telegram channel. So if you're not on my Telegram channel, you should join the link on my bio to join my Telegram channel. Click the link on my bio to join the Telegram channel. It's Fairy Trades Community on Telegram. It's a public channel. You can join. You can search for it and join. So yeah, I was able to explain that with USO, which I shared, and I updated as well in the trade on my channel. So now, look at this chart now. We were buying from monthly. So we had a sweep on monthly, and then monthly has been bullish. We had a rejection on weekly as well. We had a rejection on weekly, which a sweep as well on weekly, a sweep and rejection on weekly, which is which makes weekly bullish as well. And then this is daily. So daily starting from, I think we took the buy on Thursday. We joined the buy on Thursday. Or the price action I'm trying to explain is from Thursday. So Thursday had a sweep of previous day low, right? So previous day low, and also rejected from this support tone, resistance tone support, by the way, this level here, right? Price broke above it and it came to retest it. That was on Thursday. So now going down to the 4-hour time frame, the Thursday buy was from here. Yeah, so we had this level on 4-hour time frame, which is the same level on daily time frame, by the way. That's the same level resistance that got broken on daily time frame. This is it right here. So price came back here. Yeah, so price came here on Thursday. So the buy started from this key level on Thursday. Right. Now, the buy was going on very fine, and it's actually very easy for anybody to be targeting this eye. I was also looking at this eye. So the overall target everybody would have had in mind is this eye. But while still in this buy, right, anticipating that price would get here, which is still possible for price to actually come here later in future. One thing we should not ignore was that on the same Thursday, right, price tapped into this key level here. Price tapped into this level that was previously broken weeks ago. Price tapped into this level that was broken since March, on Monday, 2nd of March. Price broke this level on Monday, 2nd of March, right? And then price retested it this week. And that was on Thursday. The retest happened on Thursday. So now that already happened, right? And then looking at it again on Thursday now, on Wednesday, price already broke above this level here. Price already broke above this level here on Wednesday, which was another reason for the another confluence of the buy on Thursday, right? But now price is trading below it. Price tapped into the level on weekly and it's trading below this level now on Thursday. This daily was trading below this level. And then you look at it on the same Thursday, price was rejecting from here. So now looking at what was happening here on Thursday now, once price got here, remember the overall target we're expecting is still way up here. But looking at what price was happening, what price was doing here, this same candle, the bullish candle that opened 9 a.m. now, swept the previous H4 highs, right? And then rejected, closed as a rejection from this initially broken key level. That is another confluence to tell you that, okay, in as much as you're anticipating the overall target, sellers are showing up right now, right? Psychology of price is telling you that sellers are showing up right now, and there's probably a reason to close your buys, and there's a reason to actually sell because their sellers are showing up and they have reasons to sell. I hope that makes sense. So now that is what psychology of price tells you. So I exited my buy at this level here after the rejection here, the close rejection here, and I was just watching price because this simply tells you that there is a reason to sell and there is an invalidation for your buy. So yeah, it started right here, right? And the next candle dumped and it dumped so bad. Now, in as much as this also dumped a lot, looking at it again, what are the other levels that you could continue, the buys could probably continue from? We have this level, but right before that level on daily, we also had a level below. This is Friday, which is this level, right? Now, before then, which is this key level. Now, if you look at this level, right, the first thing that happened was there was a sweep of previous day low here. That's on Friday now. Friday so previous day candle, which is Thursday's candle. And when that happened initially, looking at H4 now, we'll come back to H4. So looking at H4, this initial candle, this is the 9 p.m. candle now, which is basically the first candle on Friday. Swept previous day candle, which was this. So swept previous day candle rejected and it was a good buy. Now remember, we still have this level here, which is a reason, to drag price down below. This is like a liquidity magnet down below. This is the reason why price could actually get to this key level, right? You have that in mind. And while you still have that in mind, you can see the buys here. Did I get into this buy? Yes, I got into this buy here because we had confirmation. We had a sweep of previous day low, and then we had fresh level for you to buy from, first created levels for you to buy from here. But while at that, when I shared this to the group, I also said, oh, price are giving us a confirmation here. But while you are that, you also know that one, you have a QMR level here. The price needs to break above if you're going to be very bullish at all, right? Price needs to break above this QMR level here. But while still you have this in mind, that price needs to break this level. Initially, what did the price do? Price got A and rejected, which was the reason for you to exit whatever buy you had initially from this confirmation you had for the buy. Price rejecting from this PMR level here was a sign to tell you that we are not bullish yet. So we need a break. We had a sweep a previous day, we need a break. Now there was no break. Instead of a break, we had a rejection, test invalidation. Now when price finally broke above it with the 9 a.m. candle, what happened with price? Price rejected from this same level that price bought from on Thursday, which is this level right here. Right, price rejected, price broke above this QMR level here, price broke above this QMR level here, and rejected from this level here. And what does that tell you? We are not bullish. So in as much as you have a bullish bias, right? In as much as you have a bullish bias, you have to also have it in mind. What is price doing? You have to pay attention and be conscious. What is price doing? What is happening on chart? Don't be absent-minded. Don't hold trade blindly. Because it's possible now, if you held this buy from Thursday, you held it and you refused to pay attention to what price was doing, you would have actually held that trade back to stop loss, because the price came back to entry and traded right below the entry the same Thursday by 1 p.m. 1 p.m. candle traded below it. That's stop loss. Now, if you happen to have removed your stop loss, or you happen to have added more position because you're targeting this overall high here, you would have been in tears. Your account would have blown. You'd have lost good money. Now, if you also, because you're bullish, you decided to add more positions here, and you did not pay attention to what price, I'm sure a lot of traders are actually, this is their living reality, because everybody has been bullish on oil and they've been just talking about the target. Or I'm bullish on oil, price is going to get to XYZ price. And this happens on different assets, even with gold and different things. So it's not about being right, right? It's about your entry and your exit. It's about paying attention to the psychology of price. So you've been able to understand what buyers and sellers are doing on the chart. You're able to read the candlesticks, you're able to read the levels. That is psychology of price. That is you understanding the price action, what is happening, and you'd be able to exit trades where you're supposed to exit trades instead of holding trades blindly. So yeah, if you're not following me on TikTok, Fairy_trades, you should be following, because I post more updates on TikTok. I post on my Instagram as well, Fairy_trades. And you should join my Telegram community, Fairy Trades community on Telegram. And on my Twitter handle is Fairy_trades as well. We'll be talking more about psychology of price. If you like this video, like, share, comment, and bring your friends to my channel. Just subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.